To Howard's History here at Summer Creek. All make sure that you take the correct quiz, and remember, you can pause the video at any time if you get behind. Please write your answers in complete sentences on your own notebook paper, and as soon as you return to school, give me your quiz. Thank you and good luck. All right, thank you for joining us today. Today you will be taking your Celebrate Freedom quiz for the 7th grade. Most of the content covers the principles of the Constitution. You will also be writing down the preamble to the Declaration of Independence. If you would, take out a piece of notebook paper. I need you to write the title of the quiz at the top. The title is Celebrate Freedom, 7th grade. Then if you would number from 1 and then count down 10 lines. So number 1, count down 10 lines. Then you're going to write number 2. Space number 1 is where you're going to write the preamble to the Declaration of Independence. Please take a couple of moments right now and write down your preamble to the Declaration of Independence for number 1. If you need to pause the video, please hit pause now because I am going to move on to number 2. Okay? Now, if you would please write number 2 on your paper. Question number 2 is, who was known as the father of the Constitution because he wrote most of the document? Please write your answer in complete sentence or sentences next to number 2. Again, who was known as the father of the Constitution because he wrote most of the document? Please answer that question next to number 2 in a complete sentence. Now, skip a line and write number 3. Remember, you may pause the video at any time if I'm going too quickly. Hit pause and you may wait to move on. Number 3, please tell me in a complete sentence which principle of government divides the state and federal government so that they share power equally with each other. So which principle of government divides power between the state and federal governments so that they share power? Write your answer next to number 3 in a complete sentence. Now, skip a line. Write down number 4. Number 4. Tell me which principle of government guarantees people power in government. You exercise this power when you vote. Which principle of government gives people power in government? It actually means power to the people. Number 5. Please number 5, skip a line. Please tell me which principle of government includes freedom of speech, religion, assembly, the right to a trial by jury. Those are all examples of what principle of the Constitution or government. So again, which principle of government guarantees you freedom of speech, freedom of religion, the right to a trial by jury? Please write down which principle of government guarantees you those freedoms in a complete sentence. Skip a line. Number 6. Number 6. Please tell me which principle of government divides government into 3 branches: legislative, executive, and judicial, each branch having their own powers. Again, please tell me which branch of government, or which principle of government, divides power between the executive, judicial, and legislative branches so that they have their own unique powers. Number 7, skip a line and write down number 7. In a complete sentence, please tell me which principle of the Constitution is this an example of? The President vetoes a bill passed by Congress. The President vetoes a bill passed by Congress. What principle of government is that an example of? Now skip a line and write number 8. Number 8, give me an example of one of the inalienable rights guaranteed to you by the Declaration of Independence. So give me an example of one of the inalienable rights guaranteed to you in the Declaration of Independence. Please remember to write in a complete sentence. Skip a line, number 9. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? In a complete sentence, please tell me who wrote the Declaration of Independence. And our final question, number 10. Which principle of government keeps government from becoming too powerful and interfering in our lives? Again, which principle of government is like a fence? It keeps government from becoming too powerful and interfering in our lives. If you need to, please rewind the video, go back and check your answers. Thank you, and I will need you to turn your test into me either tomorrow or you may turn it into me today before you leave in the cat basket. Please make sure that you have this into me within the next week. And again, thank you for joining.